Happy May 1st, everybody. Today is Monday and stock market is flat. You can see S&P 500 is flat, triple Qs is flat, 0.1%. So everything is going as planned. And before I go further, if you're liking my video, please hit the like button. It only takes 1 second to like it. Also, if you are making money watching my videos and you like to donate, there's a PayPal link in my description. Please review it and donate. I will really appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so starting with the MES chart, which is E-mini futures, this is S&P 500. So it's going as planned. You can see. So I will be very surprised if it goes too far beyond. So let's go to US 500. Okay, on US 500, I think 4200 is going to be very hard resistance to cross. Okay, this previous high around 4196. Okay, this is going to be a very tough resistance to cross. Actually, this time before we get a dump. Okay, I will say not dump, I will say buy the dip before you get a dip. Okay, so you can see we tested on futures previous highs, which is around 4209. So I think stock market from now, okay, this cycle actually has two mini cycles. Okay, so this cycle is comprised of two mini cycles. So if you want to draw some little bit more cycles, I can show you what I'm looking for. So if you want to draw two cycles under it, so something like this. Okay, something like this. What is, and let's zoom in a bit. Okay, let's zoom in a bit, and let's make it a different color. Let's make it green. All right. Okay, so you can see this cycles also consist of two mini cycles. Okay, and what does that mean? That means so you can, okay, let me adjust this now like this. Okay, so what this means, we are already coming to the top. We do expect a little bit of dip and then again a pump. Okay, so this pump can go up to late May. All right, and you can see this bigger cycle, which is yellow cycle. This is also topping out around mid of May. Okay, so I think what most likely is going to happen is we're going to get a little bit dump and then a pump again. All right, so if I follow this green cycle, I think it's possible we can get a little bit pump dump. Okay, little bit dump here. Okay, and then we're gonna go get pump again. All right, okay, and then we're gonna go fall this. Okay, so let me make it a different color, white color. Okay, let me again zoom in a bit so you can see it better. Okay, so what I do expect, I think it's going to be very hard to close this previous highs, which is around 4208 on E-mini future. Okay, let me show you that level on SPY, which is the ETF. So today we touched previous highs, just slightly went above that around 417. It's going to be not easy to close that. Okay, also there's around 421 gap fill. So the best case will be to fill that gap, but it's also possible we won't be able to do that. Okay, we'll top out very soon, get a dump, and then go again and fill this gap. Okay, now again go back to E-mini futures. All right, now all right, so what's happening here is uh, the 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 dip we're gonna get is gonna be the dip to buy. We're gonna get a short-term dip, again a pump. Okay, and then a better dip. You can see this yellow cycle here. That's the dip. This green line here, that's the dip I'm looking to buy. Okay, so I'm looking to buy that dip, and then we're gonna get a pump to 4300 later on. You can see this dotted line. This dotted line is what I'm looking for a top out. Okay, so if you're an investor, don't worry, just hold on. If you wanna basically do trading, swing trading, you should be looking to take profits very soon. Okay, today was a good day to take profits when it went high to new highs. Okay, very good day to take profit. Also, what you can see on PPO and RSI, let me draw it here. Let me find the right tool. Okay, you can see we still have negative momentum. Okay, we made a new high with divergence on PPO and RSI. Okay, so that's an early indication we're getting a dump. Okay, now like if you're holding longs, why don't you just sell it here? Okay, sell it here, don't worry about this chop. You know, eventually we're gonna get a this dump here around 4000. It's gonna come, buy at that time. So don't worry about this next couple of weeks. It's just going to be a lot of chop. Okay, slightly lower, then again a bounce, then a dump. Okay, so just sell, relax, don't do anything. Okay, just watch the show, and when we are here, in end of May, buy again, okay? Buy again for a rally to 4,300, okay? So its trading is very easy, okay? So I'm looking for that, all right? Also, we are in this sell zone, all right? This is the sell zone. Let's look at famous chart again. This 6.6%. This is an ideal time to go towards the short side. We are in the short side, okay? And also, let's quickly look at this. Now we have this rotation, which is 350, okay? Around 375 to 400 is an ideal time to go to a different direction of swing, okay? So now we are only 50 points away. 50 points is like 1%, okay? 1.2% on MES. So like only 1%, guys. Why you want to take risk, okay? This is ideal time to go short, okay? This is ideal time to go short. Although it's going to be a little bit chop, but that's okay. We're going to go lower eventually. All right. Okay, that's Nasdaq. I'll cover it later. Okay, so it's very easy. Take profits, do nothing, lot of stop coming, and then eventually dump from mid-May to end of May. By that time, then we're gonna get a pump. Okay, that's on MES, which is the entire stock market. SPY, which is SPY. Again, if we are lucky, 421 is a major gap. I don't think we're gonna close it this time. Like I said, maybe a little bit of pump, maybe chop around here, then a dump to close this gap around 395, and then a pump to close these gaps. All right, that's what I'm expecting on that. VIX was kind of green today. Again, this is the buy zone for VIX. So again, little bit chop, maybe lower, and then a bounce. All right, same as a reverse of S&P 500. Nasdaq, triple Qs. Let's go to 1 hour chart and see what's happening. You can see we were in this channel. Okay, you can see we were in this channel. We broke out. Okay, and now we have a huge negative divergence. You can see that making newer highs with lower momentum on PPO and RSI. This is a warning sign. Okay, now futures are like right on this here, this 50 daily SMA. I personally believe until Apple is out, Apple earnings are out, which is happening this Thursday, I think market's going to hold strong. All right, and eventually I do expect Apple is also flat today. I do expect to kind of be in this range and then dump. All right, maybe they're gonna close this gap very soon. Then a dump. This dump can even go as low as this. Okay, so overall, I'm thinking it's almost the time to call top on Nasdaq and S&P 500 and look to take profits or short. All right, that's what my suggestion to you will be. Again, triple Qs. Let's go to triple Qs. This gap, 328, it's possible it can fill. Okay, maybe on Apple earnings we get a gap up and then dump. So very close to the top. All right, that's my message. US 30, which is Dow Jones. Again, almost close to the top. Maybe a little bit more pump and then dump. Okay, same as S&P 500. US 2000 is the one which is exception. You can see it's selling off. Let's see how it did today. It was actually up 0.06, almost flat. You can see this is a rejection candle. Okay, on US 2000, which is 2000 small caps company in US. Looks like it's selling off. All right, so this is the idle low, which is on mid of May. I'm expecting more dip here, and that's also going to put pressure on S&P 500 and all financials. Okay, let me show you financials. Same scenario. All right, financials are also expecting a dump. Okay, so cycle low was kind of it is coming up with this week. Okay, so I'm expecting more dump on this. All right. Let's quickly look at other things, which is gold. Gold is something I'm looking to buy, coming very close to the buy zone. Okay, which is around 1950s here, could be 1970s. So it's very close to the bottom, and I'm looking for new highs. Okay, you should be looking to buy gold miners or physical gold. So the cycle low is next week. Okay, so very good chance to bottom here. All right. Also gold miners. This is Barrick Gold. Okay, you can see cycle low is right now here, 1 or 2 days. So it's possible it's making a flag. Tomorrow is earnings. So if earnings are good, it's gonna break out. All right. So that's what I'm expecting there. Natural gas. Go to 1 hour chart. Down again, very close to filling this gap from today. From today to the filling gap is around 5%. Okay, so I won't be. I'm looking to buy the gap. Okay, once it comes to the gap, I'm looking to buy it. All right. Um, let's go to crude oil. Crude oil was kind of down heavily in the morning, then came up. And again, I'm looking for more downside. Okay, cycle low is coming around 5th of June, so looking for more downwards pressure on this. Bitcoin sold off heavily. Okay, now it's finding resistance on this 50 EMA, which is the yellow line. Okay, this is my projection. I did not change anything. It's made a lower high, and I think it's coming down to this trend line. Okay, so when S&P 500 sells off, this is also gonna sell off. Okay, it can go lower, and then let's go to Bitcoin futures. So this is the buy zone. Okay, around 23,000 to 26,000. This is the buy zone. It's coming there to the buy zone for a pump higher later on. All right, Ethereum. Again, same thing, coming back to my buy zone around 1600, 1700. Look to buy it, and then we got a pump. Dollar was up surprisingly, but again, it's just oversold bounce. Looking for more downside in dollar. Okay, silver we do same as gold. Looking for a bottom very soon. 22, 23 is the ideal type to buy. Okay, wheat was down. Looks like a stop trade. Again, looks like it's coming up to this trend line. It was down and now it's coming up. It's just chopping around. Still divergence on RSI, PPO, very slight divergence, but RSI showing divergence. So I think this is a good time to buy wheat. Palladium going down with gold. It could make a new low with higher momentum on PPO and RSI. So good times coming up very soon on Palladium to buy. Okay. Mortgage rates were up surprisingly. Again, there's a gap here. Maybe it's going to fill this gap around 3.6 and then dump. Multiple gaps up, multiple gaps down. I do expect a little bit of weakness, then a pump higher to fill this gap because that's when S&P 500 will be dumping. It can even go now to start to fill this gap. Okay, so be mindful of that. Bond market, massive downside. Again, founding support. Actually, it came. You can see today. I mean, tomorrow is the cycle low. So good time to buy bond, and then it's gonna start going higher very soon. All right. Okay. Let's quickly look at sectors, which is energy sector. Looking for more downside, 1.13% down. Looking for more downside, multiple gaps here. Looking to fill these gaps. Okay. XLU is utility sector. Little bit more. Oh, actually, it might have filled this gap, so maybe we can correct this. No, little bit of left. We can call this very close, but I'll leave it there. Not a clean gap fill, so maybe a little bit more pump and then dump. XLV was up today. Again, same projection, a little bit more pump and then a dump. XLF already covered, more dump. XLI, a little bit more pump and then a dump. Actually, it filled this gap, so we can get rid of this. All right, real estate sector, same thing, a little bit more pump and then dump. Okay. Tesla, again, cycle low is coming here, so it could have been topped out or maybe a little bit more pump. It's also in the middle, so we might have already seen the top. But again, cycle low is coming around 17th of May. So we could like go lower and fill this gap by 17th of May. Okay, this gap around 145. Let's look at Apple. Apple again in this wedge. Okay, you can see momentum is going lower. Soon we're gonna get a dump after earnings. Google, uh, multiple gaps up and then a dump. Okay, Microsoft looks like it's topping out. Maybe this gap is filled, still not. Maybe it's gonna chop around, fill this gap and then a dump. Snowflakes just chopping around, waiting for earnings, I guess. So earnings could be bullish. We could fill this gap by earnings. Meta was up today again. Again looking really bullish. There's a gap here, massive gap here, coming very close to previous all-time highs. Okay, so we could keep going higher, fill this gap, and then get dumped. Amazon was down heavily today, and it broke this trend line, which is not a good sign. It broke this trend line. Now it could come down. Again, this gap is filled. Could come down. Looks like doesn't want to go higher, so it can still sell off. A little bit more selling coming. Netflix found support on this trend line, white trend line, and it's gonna bounce. Nvidia, massive bullish candle, but you can see what's happening. This is a warning sign, guys. You can see PPO and RSI, massive down in momentum. Okay, although we're making new highs with lower momentum. Okay, this is a warning sign. We should get out of Nvidia very soon. AMD was 0.36%. Earnings coming tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll pop out higher on earnings and then get a dump. So be mindful of that. Okay. Okay, guys, I think that's about it. And please, again, on your way out, please hit the like. And if you're making money, please donate. PayPal link is in my description. And have a great rest of the Monday. Take care. Bye.